Major funding for Telehell is provided by Dave's Archives. At Dave's Archives, he personally transfers, archives, and preserves classic commercials from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s and shares them with you. Don't forget about his Friday night live stream on, well, guess when? Go to davesarchives.com. By RetroCirc on YouTube. RetroCirc has a whole new look and a new attitude as they bring retro commercials like never before. Always look for RetroCirc with a Q at the end. Bring your team with their team with RetroCirc, a Broadcast Plaza server partner. By Kier's Nostalgia Corner, a collection of commercial compilations, retro nostalgic things, and other random things that come to mind. Look for her on YouTube at KIERS Nostalgia Corner. And don't forget to check out her live streams early in the week. Could be Sundays, could be Mondays. Either way, they're fun days. And by the very generous benefactors who grace us on our Patreon at patreon.com/Telehell Podcast, including Ed Beatty Jr., Rhonda Farrell, Rick Kalacki Jr., Chris Michaud, Meredith Morrissey, Rabbite, Spare Parts, and Neil Weinstein. Thank you. So I know what you're thinking. We don't have a show this week. We're still bi-weekly. We're still doing that thing where I actually try to calm myself down 2 weeks at a time before jumping into another show. Well, let me tell you why we are chiming in this week. Because next week is going to be our 4th annual Telehell charity episode. And the way it usually works is, you listen, we donate. And this time, we're going to be doing double the work, because this year, we're going to be selecting 2 charities. Yes, 2 charities this year. And the reason for that is because we've expanded ourselves recently. Not only can we be heard wherever you stream podcasts, but recently we just brought our entire backlog of shows, as well as any future new episodes, to YouTube. And you can find them just by searching Telehell on YouTube. Or youtube.com and then the little @ sign and then Telehell, and you'll find us. Now, because of that expansion, as well as the fact that there may be more people than ever listening to us right now, we've decided to raise the ceiling for our maximum donation this year to an apropos $666. As usual, the way this works is that every time this episode gets listened to, clicked on, or even looked at from June 9th until June 23rd of 2024, we personally will be donating $1 per download between our 2 charities. So potentially, that's a maximum of $333 going to one charity and $333 for the other one. The first charity we'll be supporting this year is one that can certainly use some support since we're approaching the summer, and teachers especially need to get ahead of the game for the school year this coming fall. So with that, here now are a few words about our first charity for this year, Donors Choose.
When I came into this classroom, we had 30 desks, 30 chairs, a teacher's desk. That was it.
Public school teachers spent $1.6 billion of their own money on classroom supplies.
I was a history teacher at a high school in the Bronx for 5 years, and it just occurred to me that there were people out there who'd want to help teachers like us if they could see exactly where their money was going.
Donors Choose is the greatest, simplest idea. Teachers go to the website and put up materials they need for something they want to teach. You, as a donor, choose a school, choose a project.
And you can fund part of a project or the entire project. It is magic.
Well, with Donors Choose, you know exactly where it goes. Every dime goes exactly to that project, and you hear directly back from those kids and from that teacher.
I use it for a lot of English and reading. But people also do field trips or a special project that maybe they need a piece of technology for.
We're moving into the age of technology, and the only way my kids really get those experiences are really at school.
To have someone out there give them books, the feeling that they get, they feel like somebody in the city cares, somebody in this country cares about me and my future and my potential, and that's a powerful thing.
Support our classroom, build a future.
Perfect. As for our second charity this year, I'll be honest, this one is a little bit beyond my control. Or, as the boss explained so eloquently to me a few weeks ago in his office,
excuse me, but can you explain why the fuck we keep getting roped into charity bullshit every year? I mean, you're already in hell anyway. No amount of good deeds is gonna do you any good. It's not gonna get you to the other side no matter what you do.
I don't want to contradict you, sir, but years ago you said to start doing these things so that Hell could get some good press ink once in a while.
Jeez, really? Wow, I must have drank a gallon of absinthe when I came up with that idea. And I'm usually the kind who can hold my own booze and hallucinations. But still, aside from the occasional good PR, why are we doing noble things anyway? That's not what we do around here.
I would think that's why massive corporations add the word cares or causes or charities to their own name for their own endeavors. They just want to look good despite being soulless cogs in a perpetual motion machine.
Fair enough, I guess. But still, it just feels so dirty being a do-gooder. Even if it is in the most passive of ways.
Well, what if I told you there was a way to get that good PR and not feel as dirty about it?
Go on.
See, there's this place out there where, yes, you do donate money to the various causes that they support, but at the same time, the money that you donate also gets you raffle tickets for chances to win big prizes.
Ooh, my greed reflex is tingling. So what kind of prizes?
Well, as of today, there are actually quite a bit of $10,000 cash prizes up for grabs, but there's also concert experiences happening all over the world, there's chances to go to major award shows, and the biggest thing that they have going on right now, a chance to see Taylor Swift in concert in London this summer.
Oh, the Swifties! Oh, a group more powerful and tempting than we are! Okay, so, what did you say the name of this charity was?
Oh, hang on. I gotta slip into my old-timey radio announcer voice for this. It's Prizeo.com, the site that was born from the belief that celebrities have the power to mobilize their legions of fans to make a real difference and raise awareness and funds for important causes around the world. With automatic entry available at the basic $10 donation level and free entries, no donation necessary, always available for every sweepstakes. Everyone has a chance to win big and make a difference. See the sweepstakes official rules at Prizeo.com for details.
Okay, fuck whistle. You talked me into it. You can raise money for both Prizeo and, what was the other one?
That would be Donors Choose, sir.
Yeah, teachers. Well, I suppose we can give them a hand. After all, they pretty much go through hell on earth on a daily basis anyway, just to keep up with school supplies. Okay, all right, fine. Those are your two charities, and you've already got the rules. Oh, and, one other thing.
I had a feeling there'd be more.
Regarding Prizeo, I don't care what prize you go for. Knowing the odds of such contests, I don't think you're gonna gross $1, especially knowing how unlucky you were in life. So that's pretty much a certainty you're gonna lose, but on the off chance you do win big, I want a taste of the gate. Capiche?
How big a taste?
Big enough to move you down a couple circles and maybe earn some leather wings. How about that?
Well, if it means getting around faster, I'll give it a shot.
Good. And speaking of getting around faster...
Oh, fuck, I hate this part! And now that we got that exposition out of the way, let me tell you very quickly about the subject we're going to be reviewing for this episode. It's going to be 2004's Father of the Pride. This is that DreamWorks and NBC show which involved Siegfried and Roy and their lions and a lot of money and a lot of talent and a lot of favors being called in, but I don't want to spoil the review before you actually get a chance to hear it. And what's going to be even better about this show is that I'm going to have a guest on, and that guest is going to be Nate Ragland from the Postmodern Art Podcast. I've been on his show before, and he was absolutely eager to want to be on this show, so better late than never. He is going to be our guest as we pretty much go lion hunting, metaphorically speaking. The 2024 Telehell charity episode benefiting both Donors Choose and Prizeo will be dropping this time next week, June 9th, wherever you stream podcasts, on our YouTube channel, or at telehell.libsyn.com. Again, please listen. Every time you listen, we're going to do some good for some good people. Okay? Okay. Roll the short version of the credits, please. The part of the boss was played by Darren Marlar, whose show Weird Darkness can be heard wherever you stream podcasts or at weirddarkness.com. Telehell was written, produced, edited, and narrated by me, Justin Hart. All clips used in this program are protected under the Fair Use Doctrine of the U.S. Copyright Act of 1976, and all clips used come courtesy of their respective companies and owners. Some of the music used in this program comes courtesy of YouTube and their audio library service. Telehell is a production of Horton Road and is distributed by Libsyn. You know that thing that people do in order to communicate with each other without actually having to look each other face to face? You know, social media? Well, we do that. Look for us on X, Facebook, and now Blue Sky. All three of them at Telehell Podcast. And don't forget to like, comment, rate, subscribe, and pretty much tell us what you think of our show everywhere that you can stream us. And also in our complaint line, telehellpodcast@gmail.com.
Another great show from Horton Road.